Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something quite serious but also something that is completely relevant to the COVID-19 situation that's going on. Not directly about COVID-19 though, before you go because you're bored of it, because I would be the same. I had already written this because I was going to do an assembly on it at school, but then the situation got too difficult to do assemblies, so I couldn't end up doing it. And I did do it for a select group of people, but a very small select group of people. So I thought I'd put it onto here so that you can hear the message. There's going to be the actual website link is going to be in the description below, but also it's going to be on the student bulletin, which is still going out every week. And also hopefully there'll be a KEScast going up soon that I did before school shut. I'm going to show a 2-minute video first, but I would really appreciate if people could watch that and then wait for the description at the end, because I will explain why I created the website that I created, the idea behind it after the video. The video is just a promotional video for the website. You can always skip the video if you wanted to. Hopefully you enjoy and hopefully this does help some people.
I just feel numb all the time. I don't know what pain feels like. Guess this should be a cry for help, but I don't know what to say to myself. People say it must be nice. They imagine peace and white glass mind, like I'm high, killed me twice. It's like a ghost that's living or a soul that's missing. I just feel numb all the time. I don't know what pain feels like. Guess it should be a cry for help, but I don't know what to say to myself. People say it must be nice. They imagine peace and quiet. Glass mind, like I'm high, killed me twice. It's like a ghost is living or a soul that's missing.
Reality. What is it? And no, I don't mean in the what's the meaning of life is a philosophical sense. Neither do I mean in the strictly scientific sense. Reality is perception, and perception is reality. Your reality is not my reality, and my reality is not yours. My perception is my reality, and your perception is yours. But let's be clear. Your perception may not be the same as your neighbours, your sisters, your brothers, your fathers, your mothers, your friends, etc. Your experience is your experience. That's the definition. For example, let's take the example of a young girl. Let's call her Ellie, although her name's not actually Ellie. I'm assuming everyone watching has or is aware of the app TikTok, but if not, it used to be Musical.ly, and it is a social media app where you can lip sync to 15-second soundtracks or make comedy videos, or basically make whatever content up to 60 seconds. It's like a Vine 2.0, if you know what that is. Ellie messaged me around 2 AM about 2.5 months ago. I have a relatively small following of 5.9k, so I was surprised to read, and I quote, "I have nowhere to turn to, you're my inspiration, and I'm feeling like I can't do this anymore." It shocked me. Here's a 12-year-old girl who has been made fun of by classmates and accused of lying about her depression because she laughed a lot in class. Clearly, that means that she can't have depression. She wouldn't call a helpline, like the Samaritans, because her parents accused her of being a burden. Of course, my perception is dictated by hers, but These stigmas are definitely real. I, for one, can identify with Ellie because I was attacked by the same stigmas 4 or 5 years back. When someone says schizophrenia, the average person will probably immediately be drawn to a white room, a man locked up with a straitjacket. And if you're lucky, someone who talks to themselves in the corner, but that's a really lucky perception. They don't think of someone who looks entirely normal. The reality is, disorders such as BPD, schizophrenia, PTSD can affect anyone. Schizophrenia is not the same for everyone, and neither is any of the disorders. Take PTSD, for example. Veterans often experience a form of PTSD, but this does not always manifest itself as panic attacks. Just because someone can socialise doesn't mean they aren't suffering from social withdrawal symptoms or anxiety. I guess the point is, don't stereotype. People hate the word mental health, but stop and think. When I say OCD, what do you think of? Perhaps someone who rearranges stationery in colour order, or someone who is obsessed with perfection. In the light of COVID-19, OCD is much more. It's the washing of hands until you bleed, the obsessive cleaning of surfaces, even if they're clean already. And if stigmas are bad for OCD, imagine how bad they are for conditions such as schizophrenia. Put yourself in this situation. You experienced a trauma in your life, whether that be a physical trauma, such as a car crash, assault, or something else, or a mental trauma, such as bullying, the deterioration of a relationships, etc. How would it feel for someone to come up to you and tell you what you are experiencing can't be real because it doesn't fit the normal? How would it feel to be told you aren't depressed, you haven't got anxiety, you haven't this or that, when you're already struggling as it is? But this isn't an interrogation of the stigmas you've believed. Talking about these things can be really hard. It's vulnerable. Being vulnerable is not a desirable thing. It's not in human nature. Perhaps this is why 1 in 8 5 to 19-year-olds have a diagnosable but undiagnosed mental illness. People say there's always someone to talk to, and there is. But people forget that it's not that easy. Maybe you're overreacting. Maybe it's easier to deal with it yourself. Maybe they won't understand. Ultimately, it's a fear of neglect. We all have experiences to relate between. Every single one of us. No exceptions. People just need the non-judgmental, easy and possibly enjoyable way of expressing it. I'm hoping that relating experiences can do this. I got the inspiration for both the website and the poetry in it from perspectives, stigmas, experiences I've heard and understood. For example, let's take this poem, What If? I wrote this about several different stigmas, one being schizophrenia and another being anxiety. What if? Don't tell anybody. Don't mess this up. Don't let them feed on the lies that they've cut. Don't make a sound. Don't let it out. Don't try to fight against their tendency to doubt. Don't talk to her. Don't talk to him. We don't care about the demons he placed in. Don't let it slip. Don't fall apart. Just go turn on the light if you're in the dark. Hide in a room painted with gold. Feed them the ambitions that you have been told. What do you mean the world is a void? You should be grateful for the money bed spoils, but what if the bed is the fire burned in hell? When your mind repeats the story that you tell? What if the music that once took away all your pain, every word, every lyric, reminds you of the day? What if your face, and hers, and his, carries the anxiety and you cease to exist? What if the moment that you close your eyes, you feel the clench from your stomach and eyes? What if you can't shut up? What if you crumble to bits? What if you feel empty? Nothing. What is? I guess the point is if stigmas are expressed in any way you feel you can, maybe stigmas will be proven incorrect. And if stigmas are proven incorrect, then we are one step closer to getting those dreaded words mental health the recognition they need and deserve. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope you got something from this, whether it be that you can use the website and put your own poetry on there, or music, or anything that you want to put on there, and the blog, or you can send it to me. You can do it anonymously, anonymously, and there'll be some more poetry going up there from me. Stay safe because of the coronavirus outbreak. We all just really need to be there for each other, considering how hard it's going to be for some people with how alone it's going to feel so at times. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the poem, go check out the rest of them. Comment down below any other stigmas you want me to write about, or other videos you want me to do. And yeah,